What is up, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. So hope you guys are all having a great day. So yes, there is a new thing coming out pretty soon. It's the rest of the Harbinger. And yes, I'm going to say Harbinger. I'm going to say it the right way because, you know, if you've been with the channel for a while, you'll know pronunciation is not my forte, okay? We don't take a lot of care in pronunciating everything the right way. But you know what? I'm thinking that if people are coming into this channel for the first time and they hear me say Harbinger, they're going to think I'm an idiot, or at least even more of an idiot than they already think I am. So I'm going to say it the right way, alright? So I apologize in advance if I automatically go back to my normal stupid ways, but yeah, just going to say that these are the new Harbinger dragons. They look sick. Good job to PG on designing them. They look amazing. We do not know the spells except for a couple. We only know one of the new 3 spells that are coming out, which I'm going to say right now, them only making 3 spells is actually kind of a good thing, because the older spells are normally better than the newer ones. You look at the most OP spells in the game, you have, like, Cloak. That is one of the most OP spells in the game, and that is one of the oldest spells in the game. Alright, I think it comes out in blue tier or something. It might actually be like in orange or orange. No. I think it's either red or blue that you first see Cloak, and it's still one of the most OP spells. You have Healing Mark and Chaos and all this. Havoc is basically like, you know, Chaos and Talon Frenzy are just different versions of Havoc, which is introduced really early in the game in red tier even. So I'm kind of glad. Not gonna lie. We do know one of the spells, and it does seem, not gonna lie, pretty freaking overpowered. But I'm gonna talk about that at the end of the video. So yeah, let's go and get started. So for those who don't know, the Harbinger tier as a whole is designed to be, like, from different areas of the Atlas map. So they're kind of creating a story. Now you have different, like, regions, per se, of the map. You have, you know, Wind-Blown Shroud, Frigid Narrows, Wailing Marshes, Glowing Cradle, Burning Sands. So all these have different kind of elemental twists to them, basically. And you'll see that throughout the different dragons that are represented. So let's start out with Locan. Alright, you guys can tell me how to pronounce all these in the comment section if you want to. But he is the Mars Scrooge. A cursed shadow looms over the Wailing Marshes. Now, he is a dead dragon. Those are supposed to be like bones. So if you look right there, some people were calling him Two-Face. So that white stuff is bone. So he's basically coming out of the dead, like a zombie dragon. But can we, like, again, he looks sick, okay? But he is the legendary hunter. And he is of the dark element. The mythic and the legendary hunter are both dark element. Avix was also dark element. Airbeam is also dark element. It's like there's so many dark elemental hunters. And I assumed, I told you guys, I thought if I was PG, okay, if I was in PG shoes, I would have made the Mythic Hunter Fire Element. Because of Korthanak. To get Terrace, people might have spent more money trying to get that fire armor for the Mythic. Like the top players. So I'm trying to figure out, like, why they wouldn't do that. It would make sense to me, but anyway. Yeah, so we got this guy. He is going to be coming out. We don't know any of his spells besides one of the new spells are hinted to be something like Steel Essence. Except it's a little bit more of a strategy-based Steel Essence. Like, so basically, in their words, instead of having, you know, a defensive spell, so whenever you're using a hunter, the first stuff you want to normally take out in their heads, normally you don't, but are mages, okay? And if you use Steel Essence, from mages you get Explosive Shield, okay, from a blue mage, and then Invert from a red mage. Their thinking now is we're going to give you an offensive spell if you kill, let's say, a red mage. If they give you Death Gaze from a red mage, good job. Okay, that is smart thinking. So I'm hoping that's strategic. I really do. Again, we don't know any of the spells. The only people that do are the creators. It's not the creators faction, the gameplay faction. So yeah, just going to let you guys know about that. So yeah, that is the hunter. Now let's talk about Opus. Alright, Opus. I do not know how to say it, but it's Opus or something like that. Holy Fire Dragon. A radiant dawn soars high above the battlefield. Now, this guy is from something Peaks. What is it called again? Because I know you guys are going to ask me for it. Spinal... Wait. Yes, Spinal Peaks? I think so. hopefully. So yeah, he's from the Spinal Peaks. He is the legendary fire, so there is the fire element represented, and he's a sorcerer. Again, looks amazing, completely golden. Overall, the looks of this tier is insane. Like, good job. Seriously. I would really suggest watching the Twitch stream if you want to hear, like, all the lore behind it, because there was quite a lot, and it was actually really interesting. I didn't memorize the entire thing because I don't need to make a 60-minute long video. But yeah, so here's kind of the lore behind it. So basically, it's like a place far away from all humans is the idea. But you can see, like, the Fiend Hunter or something like that, the Angel, or Kayla, I guess she was technically called. She's from the Spinal Peaks. Then you have these other dragons, Dima, and then some angel-looking dragons. We do not know if those are coming into the game. They could be, but we don't know yet. So it's just kind of like concept art for it. Then, of course, you have Opus, and then you got the Spinal Peaks. So I think it's really cool that they're kind of connecting all the dots with it. It's something that's been missing from this game, so props to PG for that. Then you got Keth. Now, this is the Swamp King. None dare challenge the rule of this rotting fungal horror. Now, so Karnyx, this guy right here, he basically made this guy come up from the dead. So, Necryx was like the undead king or something like that. And this guy has kind of the same idea. Again, he is a mythic dark hunter, but he just looks sick. I can't stop saying it because I think, again, props to PG. It actually looks amazing. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, these, again, look sick. But Keth, it doesn't really match, in my opinion. But yeah, the idea behind it is that he was risen from the dead, if I could stop doing that. You can see right here, you have a little bit of the other types of lore behind it. I'm not sure who this dragon is. It kind of looks like Necryx a little bit. But he is from the Wailing Marshes. He hails from the Wailing Marshes, which is definitely interesting. And yeah, he's like this mossy dragon. Now, there isn't as much detail in the game. Keep in mind that the dragons will not look exactly like this in the game when they come into their 3D form, but as concept art, it looks amazing. And normally, the dragons look pretty similar whenever you take it from like concept art into the game. At least similar. Maybe not exact, but definitely similar. Okay. I think wait, is this the one where, oh yeah, we gotta take, I'm gonna come back to that. If you want to see someone roast, we're gonna come back to that. Alright, Rajat, Desert Regent. Undisputed God King from the land of endless shimmering dunes. So this is from Burning Sands. Same, like, place or the same region as Shizard. But the Egyptian theme is very strong. You have the double-headed dragon. You have the really cool-looking wings. You see the gold. You see, I can't remember what there's like an Egyptian god that this is kind of modeled after, but looks really sick. And he is a wind sorcerer, so you can be putting all that gear that you had on your Noctua. The Noctua that was OP, but now gets 2-shot. Which, by the way, he's still usable, but you have to know how to blink, which most people can't do. You can go and put it on this guy, and apparently, these guys are really overpowered, okay? But yeah, that's the sorcerer. Now, the Burning Sands, again, you got Shizard, so apparently they're saying Shechem and Anapa are also from the Burning Sands, which I can definitely see. They both have that Egyptian kind of looking theme. You also have the Egyptian. I'm pretty sure they didn't actually design it to be like this, but they're like, hey, this looks kind of like what we were doing, so, let's just put it here and make us look professional. But yeah, you have the knight or whatever. I can't remember what her name is exactly. But yeah, Burning Sands. Cool stuff. Okay, again with that. New spells. Voila. GG, well played. Oh my goodness, this spell is so overpowered. Alright. Description. Decreases all damage received and absorbs made super shot to gain rage. So, basically, alright, if this thing has no cooldown, it's game over. If you're being defended, alright, what are the things that people use? Mage super shots. What is this guy not going to be affected by whatsoever? Mage freaking super shots. It's going to give you rage. The Ferocious Winds or whatever, it blocks all mage shots, but it doesn't give you that rage back. This does. If this gives you, all the rage back, That's crazy. I see this being 2 rage. I'm gonna say 2 rage and a pretty lengthy cooldown. If it's like if it's a short cooldown, I think this guy's gonna be insane. And I'm assuming it's gonna be on both of these dragons, but dang, that is a strong freaking spell. That is a strong spell. The counters to this spell are gonna be Ice Flak and cannons. If it's technically a shield, cannons break all shields. So I'm going to say that most likely cannons will break this. Because it kind of seems like another shield. But the real counter will be Ice Flax. Which I know a lot of max bases have, but it depends on the timing of it. Because if the Ice Flak duration doesn't last long enough, like the Super Shot doesn't last long enough, and you can get this up before Mage Shot hit you, and you can spam it, you're never going to be touched. I'm building an Ice Flak now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm building an Ice Flak. My base just took down 2 max to stars with 3 defenders. And, I mean, I think they got 59%. This guy, I think, would wreck my base. We don't know the rest of his spells, but short bases with no Ice Flak and no cannons, nothing can prevent from him using this spell. Nothing. This guy is going to be strong. I like this spell. I like this spell. Now, we also have the new Steel Essence kind of like spell. It's not going to be called Steel Essence, but again, it's going to be a little bit more strategic in the way that they're going to be implementing it. Whenever you kill a tower, they put a little bit more thought into like what type of spell you would need if you were aiming for that tower first. So I'm really hoping like it's kind of, you kill a red mage, you get a Death Gaze back. If you kill a blue mage, you get maybe invincibility. I think that would be really nice for hunters. Because you know how many times you really need an invincibility? Like, it'd be really nice. Just prevent all damage. Like, just spam down a blue mage, get invincibility, stay up. And if you can kill a blue mage before the super shots can hit you, you're completely safe. Because if you're using some form of invincibility, red mage super shots can hit you, but they will not reduce your rage, and it will not prevent you from gaining rage. So give that hunter that type of spell that gives you invincibility with blue mage and some sort of like heavy, kind of like Talon Frenzy, and you spam down blue mage, he'll never get hit. I like that idea. Please, PG, you know what, hey, can I be in the gameplay faction? Or can I get the test build and give my thoughts? Alright, I think I got decent thoughts. Alright, my brain might not be super smart, but I can kind of think about what would be really nice to have in terms of strategy-wise. But yeah, I think that would be really cool. Not gonna lie. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. Alright, I'll definitely be making a video on the new spells as soon as we get more information. I do believe that is coming out tomorrow. So yeah, be watching out. If you're new to the channel, welcome by the way. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the notifications to get notified when I go live, because I do live stream quite a lot. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.